Okay, I'm gonna say something here. Nothing has put me off more doing achievements in HOI4 than the past couple of DLCs. I mean, there are a couple good ones. You know, there were a few German ones out of We Got It Damn Wrong that were pretty good. But as soon as we got to, like, Graveyard of Empires, that's where I very quickly realized I don't want to do achievements at the moment. Oh, they're just horrendous. If the DLC being bad wasn't obviously bad enough, the achievements are definitely not good. I mean, you know, some of them probably don't look that bad, right? You know, Sands of Time as Iran, own the entire Middle East. What that actually says is you need to annex the UK and France. As Afghanistan, become the owner of Palestine and Mecca. AKA, just capitulate the UK. But I've been putting this off for a while now, and I really do have to get back on the achievement wagon here, which means today we must begin. Okay, so there's a couple we could go for today. As the East India Company owns Suez and Panama, own a state on each continent while being at peace, and control Rome and have an elephant unit in the state. I think we can get all three of these potentially. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think we can. Man, you know, you can tell I haven't done Iron Man in a while, because you see that little autosave thing that keeps popping up there? I completely forgot that was a thing, and I'm like, why does my game just keep freezing? Did it used to autosave this much? I don't remember it. Maybe my brain's been rotted by achievements. Okay, if I remember correctly from when I was playing this last, I did say I would never do the East India Company again. It was so boring. It was a fun gimmick, all right, but it went to like 1955 or something, and nothing had really happened for my nation. But you know, there's been quite a few little updates to the Graveyard of Empires. Maybe potentially they've put a fix in here somewhere and it's not as bad as it was last time. Okay, so we're gonna rush on down to Hostile Takeover, which is where we can start buying stuff with our civilian factories, and we're just gonna get to work on potentially getting the Panama and the Suez immediately, because that'd be a very easy achievement just to pop. Oh, you know, I completely forgot actually. I don't think every nation, every path, I should say, can actually get the war elephants. Maybe it's just the Mughals. I'm not too sure. I could be looking at it somewhere over here and not know, but it might actually just be the Mughals. So that's an achievement we can't do, funnily enough. Oh, you know, I feel like they definitely changed this. I remember being able to do this quickly last time. Am I wrong? This feels different. This feels very different. Okay, I mean, look at that. I just gobbled up so much land in India. The only thing holding me back, funnily enough, is the civilians that I have. I mean, it's pretty easy to do this smartly as well. If you just look for every state that already has civilians in it and buy those first, you can get yourself rolling and pretty much buy all of India at this point, because, I mean, look what we have. Ooh, you know, I wonder if they still have the focus too, where you just straight up get all of India if they just have fewer control states than 5. Okay, so you do. Oh, I forgot as well. One thing we can do as the East India Company is after we've leached all of, you know, all the factories out of these places, we can also then just release the princely states, and we get this really nice buff over here. So every subject that is on the Indian subcontinent will receive 1 civilian factory and 3 building slots. Subjects not yet released will receive the bonus once released. So we can just kind of pump out a whole bunch of civs safely that way. You know, we don't even have cores on this land anyway, so we might as well just, you know, get a whole bunch of free stuff, because these guys are all going to have their own focus tree as well. Oh my god, what are we up to now on the channel? It's just the 25th opium war with China. So yeah, having these subjects now pretty much pumping civilians for us, and we then get them in turn to rebuild our own civilians so that we can buy stuff, is a pretty good loop. And it should get even better as well once they all go down their little construction effort focus trees. Okay, before everyone pops off as well, I should probably save my factories up now and buy the Suez and Panama. They're very expensive though. It's like 14 civilians essentially for both of them. Yeah, that's definitely like one of my absolute favorite HOI4 focuses right there though. Institutional money laundering. Like, the fact that's in the game, it's just hilarious. So if you can't tell, we're not in the most stable situation as the global conglomeration that is slowly buying and eating up land in the world. So I have got Jim Corbett on the job. Weekly stability 0.10. He'll get it done. Every week we'll get Jim on stage. He'll be like, guys, calm down. We're evil. Sure. All right. We're gonna take over the world. Sure. Okay. But do you like opium? Okay, moment of truth. Will they say no? God damn it! And yeah, the answer is I'm gonna save scum this. I literally just I closed the game down in Task Manager, which, you know, forgoes the autosave, and we're gonna keep trying this because I'm not gonna keep relaunching the game until they say yes. Okay, the only thing that I think could help us is I didn't have our relations all the way up, so we'll try that. We need to make sure, you know, we don't get caught in between an autosave here, or else it's just show over. Okay. There you go. So all I did was just up our relations beforehand. That was enough. Hopefully, I don't have that much bad luck getting the Panama. Will Uncle Sam bless us today? They did. First achievement down. It's just good business. Okay, now we don't have to do anything now. We can lay back, relax, and take a chill pill. Okay, the next one we need is I'm just passing by. Own a state on each continent while being at peace. Now, I did just blow all of my civilians, but you can see right there, that's a European continent one, I assume, right there. We're going to need one on Africa, which actually we already have. What does that count as a Middle East? You know, it is quite literally on both sides of the aisle here. Where else? I mean, Australia is going to be a pretty difficult one, if that counts. I'm not too sure if we can even do that. I'll have to figure that one out. Oh yeah, I think the Oceania one's going to be pretty difficult because we are going to need some land over here. I'm not entirely sure if East Timor counts from what I can see. I think you actually do need to be on Oceania to be able to do this. And there is nothing I can buy. If I didn't have to do the Panama achievement, what I could have done, alright, is just rush down getting India, and then I just realized just good business would give us war goals on the Dutch East Indies, which we could have done. But I don't think we have time for that because the Germans will be going in pretty damn quickly, and they'll obviously get in the Allies. Yeah, that's looking real tempting to just restart. I mean, we got this one achievement, alright? I think I can quickly just get back to 1940 if we just do a quick restart and then we rush getting the Raj over obviously spending like 20 civilians on getting these stupid canals. There you go. This is me making up for using that save scum when I Alt F4'd over the Suez. Okay, so I won't show you everything here. I'm just going to do exactly the same thing, except I'm going to rush getting the Raj down, and then we're going to go ahead and do just good business. We're going to launch from the UK into the Netherlands and get them capitulate, because we do actually have quite a few troops. Okay, just have to buy one more state from the British Raj. We can annex them, and yep, I vassal max today. It's actually hilarious. I don't have a single civilian factory right now. All of these are just from my puppets. Look at them go. Okay, I think one thing we're going to do as well before we actually launch for the Netherlands, I'm going to try and buy every other state that I think I might need just in case, and then we'll launch into the Netherlands. I've already got the troops all set up and ready to go. Yeah, I think if you really wanted to be meta here as well, you could just convert all your factories, because you get a lot of military factories just from obviously taking over all the land and go for your focus tree, that if you just churn those out into civs as well, you could probably get a lot of land. Okay, there goes the Raj. Gonna go ahead, annex them, and then go straight into the Netherlands. Now, we're gonna get them to capitulate pretty quick, though. It's already almost 1939. Okay, I have no way to actually get naval supremacy here, so we're really gonna have to hope the British do put their boats up and give it to us. Oh, and of course, they will. As long as we get, like, a landing here, we should have more than enough war participation as well, just to get what we need in the east. Which comically easy because the Dutch haven't put a single thing on the defense. Okay, nice. And there you go, there's the achievement. Just passing by. Own a state on each continent while being at peace. Oh, that led to us being kicked from the faction. Not that surprising, honestly. Okay, now whilst we can't get the elephant one, we could go for Graveyard of Empires now, as Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, or the Raj control all of the other free nations' cores. I don't think that'd be too hard to do. Okay, though, to do this, though, we're going to have to very quickly pivot, because we are going to have to capitulate the UK. And I reckon it's going to be a little easier than you might reckon, because I did go ahead and actually take a little treaty port over in the Netherlands. So from here, we'll just go ahead, airdrop into the UK, hopefully get a capitulation. Okay, I am rushing right now to try and get an army together enough that could get a landing in the UK and actually win. Okay, I think we're just gonna go with this. I do have, I wouldn't say enough troops, especially for like 1940, but we're gonna have to give it a go here. Okay, Germans gonna let me in their faction too. Very handy. probably going to have to wait for the UK to drop or the Germans just to remove their air here, which is going to be a little while, I imagine. I'm going to wait for my other troops to turn up, though, before well, you guys ain't going to be able to go through the Suez anymore. Okay, that took a very, very long time, but we have managed to finally land. I did actually also have to just build my own planes, by the way. I don't know if we're going to have a great position here. We could probably get into Dover, though, so we've got to get the troops ready to get in immediately. Okay, you know, not bad in the slightest. Don't ask me how many of those German expeditionaries, or German semi-expeditionaries, by the way, like 21 units, actually made it across the channel. Okay, in terms of peace conferences, this is pretty good. I know it doesn't look too good, but it was pretty good. So we got a whole bunch of land over here. We got ourselves a launch point into the US over there, which is what I'm going to do next after I take down Iran. Only problem we have, all right, I did puppet the UK as well, so we got their navy, but Iraq did join the Axis, so we're going to have to fight the Germans. Okay, one more dealt with. We also need to take out the rest of Afghanistan because I can't buy their annexation. Yeah, I'm also just making a line through the Soviet Union currently too, because I have a lot of civilian factories, so much that I'm getting taxed out the wazoo. Oh, I completely forgot actually, we could have hit the put an end to taxes for good when we were in London, and actually, we just get rid of it. But I could just annex my puppet anyway at some point, but we'll get around to that. Okay, ain't no way they just accepted. Wait, why are you accepting Roosevelt? I'm literally justifying it. You just gave up Maine. Well, you know what? New England, come back to old England, which is also newer England because of our weird corporate overlords. Why are they saying yes to this? If I had spotted this earlier, I would just start gobbling them up. Okay, as fun as it would be just to keep clicking and eating the US, I'm just going to invade them. You know, I can tell you what, actually, that's worked out as a real nice distraction for us. A lot less troops over here for the US front. Okay, I'm to take a bit of a break here. I can't endlessly keep pushing. I do have the air under control, though, which is the most important part, because I don't have any manpower. Can't up my manpower either unless I get myself quite a bit of political power, and on top of that, war support, which I don't have either. But one of the gimmicks for East India Company is we can call any province that we have enough compliance in, and on top of that, we can just call all the Indian provinces that we already have, I think, without compliance. So I'm just going to spend 120 political power here and there, and we should be good to go. Also, ain't looking too good for the Germans, which is kind of surprising considering I did just steal a few of the most important provinces off the Soviets. Oh, Japan declared on us. Not too worried. Japan's kind of, you know, a little staggered there in Asia, and I think, yeah, they're already going to be finding the Germans because I'll just call them in on that. Well, we'll deal with that in a second, though, all right? One problem at a time. Okay, we're just biting the bullet here. I just shaved up all my political power. Boom. There you go. We've gone up one conscription. If I had the stability and war support, we could go down getting rid of our agrarian society, but, yeah, I don't. Well, I think the Soviets just capitulated. Yep. They're gone. Considering we do have to fight the Germans at some point, that could be an issue, but one for later. Ooh, okay, US finally capitulated. The Germans did declare on them at the end, but I don't think they're going to be too much of a problem in the peace deal here. As long as I get literally everything, then I won't be sad. If they manage to take a single state, I will cry. Okay, they literally didn't get anything. No tears today. What I have to do now, though, is immediately we need to annex the UK immediately. Get them out the way so we can get rid of our taxes, and we can just start buying the entire world. Oh, yeah, I should probably also get rid of Afghanistan, too. Completely forgot I need to own them. Oh, man, you know, this map. This map looks so bad. I wasn't even going to deal with Japan. I just realized my puppet is actually over there right now. They've got themselves a landing. I should probably just go help a little. Okay, Japan capitulated. They're done and dusted with. What just as I capitulate though, I declared on Afghanistan without realizing they did have the guarantee on Turkey, so I'm gonna have to deal with that too. Oh, scratch that. Not just Turkey I had to deal with. Apparently we'll find Brazil too. I'll get to work on that soon. Yeah, it's still the dumbest thing ever, but there you go. UK no longer a thing, and apparently that means we no longer have to pay taxes to a country we literally own, and we have owned since we invaded them, so why do I have to own them again? This is so dumb. Yeah, it's so So stupid. Why are they saying yes? Now, I'm pretty sure we could win and get this achievement literally right now because we only have to control their land. We don't have to go for the peace conference, but just because it's so funny. I'm just going to keep buying stuff until I get bored. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. I think I remember complaining about this last time, but if you fail to like buy a state, eventually you do actually get the option come back around at some point. Like we just failed there, but it will come back. When I'm pretty sure originally it didn't, which does mean my Suez save scum was completely unnecessary. But I thought, to be fair, it was like how it was before. Okay, you know, I was just going to completely ignore Brazil, but yeah, well, sure. I'm going to go in while I wait for my PP to restore so that I can keep buying Germany. What's Germany even doing? I think I've kind of broken them a little. Who's fighting here? You're trying to invade Denmark and you can't do it. Well, it's probably because you've lost the majority of your country. Oh my god, look at the swarm of just acts. They're not even in the war, by the way, but they are coming to Brazil. BR. Actually kind of funny seeing all those German flags go to South America. Although, to be fair, yeah, I'd probably be fleeing Europe too at the moment. Okay, if you're sat around wondering when exactly I'm gonna go ahead and just take Iraq and have this be ended, just wait, okay? Just wait. I have a devious and ridiculous plan. Okay, I just straight up went AFK for a considerable amount of time. That came back. I got a lot of political power. Yeah, crazy part is I'm buying so much crap right now. And again, this is definitely gonna be worth it. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it will be worth it, I hope. But we're actually buying so much stuff that I've ran out of civs, and I have loads from all my puppets and stuff. That's great. We can still build it. I'm just converting all of the US mills into civs right now, but we actually own one civilian factory ourselves. Oh, he's actually hilarious looking at our states now. Look. Not a single civilian left anywhere. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're finally at the point now where we can actually get away with the what we've been plotting, what we've been planning, what we've put together. So if you can't tell from what I've taken in the world, I'm gonna try and aim to capitulate the Axis within seconds. I mean, there's been a lot of work put into this, but I think it is possible. I did just declare on Nepal just to see who would need to be capitulated in this war, and we need Italy, Spain, Vichy, and Germany. The only one I'm kind of worried about is I think I have to take Sardinia because I've taken so much of Italy's stuff that I'm gonna need to actually land over here, and there's a lot of stuff over here, so maybe we won't capitulate them in seconds, but it'll be pretty quick, hopefully. Okay, what's gonna be really funny here too is as soon as I leave the Axis, these guys are just going to be stuck in all their little pockets all around the world. In fact, there's probably going to be a lot of panic, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave. They might declare on me now, but I think it doesn't matter if they do. But yeah. Italy's coming in quickly. Oh, well, I was going to be the one to declare, but Germany went straight in on Poland. Yeah, I was releasing people just so I didn't have to worry about borders everywhere while I very quickly try and get this done. And they saw Poland and saw blood. Oh, that's I didn't have to land in Sardinia. I'm pretty sure that means all I need to do is just capitulate the Germans, which by the looks of things won't be taking too long. And just to make sure, I literally just have to capitulate the Germans. Oh. You know, real sad part there is that wasn't even for an achievement. We just did that for the fun of it. I could have just literally just walked into Iraq and the other one would have just popped. So now I do just have to annex Iran, and I also released Iraq at some point when I was AFK, and we're done. I mean, do I think that was even really worth the setup? Probably not. In the slightest. Okay, I've annexed them both. I don't have the achievement, which means I'm missing some in. Oh, okay, I need to also annex my subjects, anything that the Raj has a core on, so I should get to work on that as well, I guess. I mean, thankfully, it's not that hard for us to do. I've been on reduced subject autonomy. Sorry, HOI4's killing me. I've been on reduced autonomy thing for a while, so, and I've also just got 17,000 convoys, so it's really hard just to nuke them down immediately. Okay, so unless I've accidentally hit a core button somewhere, that should be it. That is not it. Do I actually have to annex all these guys? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. We may be onto something here, because I reread the achievement. It does say you have to capitulate them. Technically, I didn't capitulate Iraq. So let's just go ahead. We'll re-annex them. And if it's not that, then I definitely just have to annex all these guys, which is going to take me a minute or two. Vichy, France just declared on me? Okay, one sec. Small random detour, I guess. Okay, please. Please don't make me have to sit here for another hour waiting for the political power to get these guys annexed. Please be it. Okay, I mean, well, you know the drill. If it ain't this, well, there we go. Thank God. It's over. Oh, now I don't think there's anything else we can do. We will have to come back at some point, do the Mughals though, because we need elephants. I'm pretty sure the only way you can get them is by doing the Mughal path, and then we also need to do Media Mughal, which shouldn't be too difficult at all. I'm not actually entirely sure. As India, puppet the UK with Churchill as its leader. I think there's a way of doing that when you when you do the escape path, when you run to India as Churchill. I think there's a way to do that, but then again, I don't know how you'd get the escape path for the UK, because the AI is just never gonna naval invade the UK. I'm not too sure how you actually do that. I'll have to have a think. But alas, my stupid little ploy of actually going overboard with my plan to take out the Axis incredibly quickly was actually my downfall there, because if I had just walked into Iraq, it would have popped immediately. But what can I say? Just look at this end world map here. Absolutely disgusting. And now I will 100% never play the East India Company again. It's a fun little gimmick. It's overpowered. It's also just horrendous in every which way. So I'm done. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe the video. If any more video, maybe they'll turn up in box where you can hit the sub button and like. I think I'm having a stroke.